It's my Dipsyn Records. Oh, yeah, yeah. If you wanna make it in life, there are secrets you need to know. BridgeAfrique is here always to show you the right way. Do you wanna make it in life? There are secrets you need to know. BridgeAfrique is here always to show you the right way. Every Saturday on Zoom, unveiling business opportunities in Africa. BridgeAfrique is here always to show you the right way. Do you wanna make it in life? There are secrets you need to know. BridgeAfrique is here always to show you the right way.
Whatever thing that you think you can do best. And we have seen some speakers that are good that they've been across Africa and they know what Africa is all about, what Africa can offer, the benefits, and what Africa can be an economic frontier of the whole world. This development and consultant is in Nigeria and I span across some African countries too. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Tunde. You're welcome. Our next moderator is Miss Ria. Miss Ria, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you very well.
Good evening, Miss Ria, and welcome to the show.
So, I'm Ria Radwijk. I'm from the organization Unveiling Africa. I'm based here in Beijing. I'll be a moderator for tonight. Happy to have you all there, and yeah, I'll be there with you soon.
Okay, thank you very much, and welcome once more to the show. Okay, our next moderator is Miss Bywater. Welcome, Miss Bywater. Over to you.
Hello everyone, welcome. I'm so excited. I'm a teacher, I'm a math teacher by profession. I'm one of the moderators tonight, and this is my...
This meeting is being recorded.
I haven't made it yet, and welcome everyone. Over to you, Mr. Ken.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now we move to our speakers. Ambassador Sarah, are you here, please? Hello? Oh, Ambassador Sarah. Okay. So I think we move to the next person. I think she's not present. Okay, we move to Ambassador Kayode. Ambassador Kayode, are you here, please?
Yes, I'm here. Good morning. Good morning from here.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I'm a Nigerian, but presently now I'm in Canada, Toronto, precisely. So I just came on a mission and I'll be going back to Nigeria very soon. So I'm very happy to be part of the discussion of today. I am the founder of Tourism Plus Management Consulting back home in Nigeria. And I'm also the Executive Director of Capstone Travel and Tours Limited, an IATA certified travel agency. Thank you for having me.
Okay, you're welcome. You're welcome, Mr. Ambassador.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. I don't know. Ambassador Sarah, are you here, please? Ambassador Sarah, are you here? Okay, I think she's not present. So we move straight up. Miss Bywater, you have the floor.
Okay, well, today going to give the chance to our other moderator, Mr. Tunde and Ms. Ria. You can be the first one to interact with Ambassador Coyote. Travel, by the way, before we move over to our other moderator. Travel is my #1 love. I spent 22 years of my teaching career in America, taking groups to Europe. We went through many, many European countries. Name a European country, I have been there with my students and teachers, fellow teachers and parents. Italy, Greece, Spain, Portugal, Switzerland, Paris, Madrid. Those are the cities, of course. Paris, by the way, Mr. Coyote, can you say your name again, please, for me, Mr.
Coyote.
Coyote, okay.
Yes.
Mr. Coyote, I believe I heard you say you are a travel agent as well.
Yes, I'm a travel agent as well.
Okay. Yeah, I love travel so much. I spent one summer just learning the language of the travel agency on the computer. And
Go and get now. You are
the Sabre language of the American Airways.
Go and look for it. Then no cop food that full everywhere.
Yeah. We're here to learn.
You must start down here.
That we hear from me. Okay, Mr. Tunde, Miss Ria, take it over. Entertain our guests.
Yeah, okay, Ambassador Bakari.
Okay. Yes?
Okay.
Well, I'm here now. Ambassador, may I shorten it like that so that I don't make mistakes in your name? Pronunciation, because it will be terrible, right? Ambassador, yes, I hear travel agency, right? What are the opportunities in Nigeria, for example, for people who are, especially the diaspora Africans who are outside of Africa? What do you think are the opportunities now in tourism?
Wow.
Tell us more about it.
Thank you for asking that question. There are several opportunities in the tourism industry right now in Nigeria. As we always know, the impact of tourism in economy of any nation of the world. We have seen several countries, many countries that are doing very wonderfully well using tourism as one of the yardsticks. Coming back home to Africa, we've seen countries like Kenya, we've seen countries like South Africa, we've seen countries like Uganda, we've seen countries like Tanzania that are doing wonderfully very well using tourism to enhance their GDP. So back home in Nigeria, as people in the diaspora, there are a lot of opportunities embedded in tourism in Nigeria. To me, I always say that tourism in Nigeria especially is still like a hidden treasure that is yet to
you bring my pussy now.
There are a lot of places, tourism sites that needed to be developed in Nigeria. Recently during the lockdown, when everywhere was shut down, people were told nothing to do, no food nothing to be done to put food on the table. But immediately after the little relax of the lockdown, we saw youth of Nigerian youth for the first time embracing tourism. We saw youth moving from one area to another, from one state to another, discovering tourism sites. And wonderfully, one of the sites that was discovered then, between 2020 and 2021 in Nigeria, that was discovered. If you see the number of people that troop in to this destination. People go there, they wanted to see what is it. We have the Idore Hill, we have the Olumo, we have the Kobusi that is just lying there unattended to. So I'm beckoning to people in diaspora to come back home and look into this. And when we talk of tourism, tourism is enough to reduce the unemployment rate in Nigeria. And tapping into the opportunity, we should look at it. What is the number of people, the population that we have in Nigeria? Over 200 million. As at the last time I checked, we have 206 million people. And when I see that figure, when I hear about that figure, what I see is money. What I see is invest in Nigeria and make good fortune from it. So I'm beckoning on the diaspora to come. There are various ways you can invest in the tourism industry. The hospitality sector is there, the transportation sector is there, the restaurant, the food and beverage is there. The airline industry is there. If you are familiar with what is trending now, you will
don't
get
take it now. Something you want to take.
Like 2 days ago now, 1 or 2 airlines in Nigeria was grounded, was suspended. And if you look down into it, you will see that one of the reasons why they got suspended may be due to lack of capital, lack of funds to meet up with some required some policy that they're supposed to adhere to. So it is an opportunity for those in diaspora to come back home and put funds into this industry. Imagine someone coming from the diaspora supporting Dana here, supporting Ari here, giving them funds, giving them capital to have more aircraft to service all the states in Nigeria. Some of the airlines in Nigeria, how many routes do they have? How many destinations do they fly to? People find it difficult sometimes to move from Lagos to Maiduguri, where you have just 1 or 2 flights that fly that route. When you miss your flight, then you may not get flights until 2-3 days after. And people are not, they don't want to travel by road that will take 3 days. And when you put into consideration, the insecurity is a challenge. So the airline industry is there for people in the diaspora to invest in. The accommodation sector is there. There are places, there are destinations in Nigeria that need a low-cost budget accommodation, where people can just go for holiday, have 2 days, have 1 week holiday, and paying less. Budget accommodation, budget hotels. These are areas you can invest into. And when you talk of the travel industry, wow, the travel agency is another blow. You can invest in it and you will never regret investing in it. As we all know that as Nigerians, we love traveling, both domestically and internationally. Name any country of the world, I will tell you that you must find a Nigeria there. I give us the assignment, you can go and find that. Any country of the world, you find a Nigeria there. Nigeria loves to travel. If you invest in the travel agency business, then you are not going to miss it. And come to talk of government policy. If you come back home, you interact with the government, there are a lot of policies in place that people are yet to annex.
May I ask a little question? Sorry.
All right.
Because now that we have it about government policy, very interesting point. Is it possible that after this meeting we can get an extract from you, or maybe a website link where people can look what the government policies are, so that they are more excited and more encouraged to go back home to start investing? Because if you don't know what you're getting yourself, it is difficult. Do you agree with me to come back as a diaspora?
Yes. Okay, I will work on that. I get that for you, because presently when it comes to tourism, in 2021, that was last year, my company and my team just signed an agreement with the Federal Ministry of Information and Culture, and that is the government that is being saddled with the responsibility of promoting tourism and hospitality and all that. They are all under the Ministry of Information and Culture. So I was able to approach this ministry. You know, before now, we see our government not being approachable. But because of the lesson, the impact of COVID-19 on everybody, it taught us how to think outside the box. So I thought outside the box. I and my team approached the federal government. We requested for the federal government support to promote domestic tourism in Nigeria. And before the end of the year last year, the request was granted, and my company signed an MOU with the Federal Ministry of Information and Culture on behalf of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to promote tourism, domestic tourism in Nigeria. So after this program, whatever information you want to get or you need to get or you want to know about promotion or investing in tourism in Nigeria, the store side, the destination, and every other value chain of tourism that you want to know about, you feel free to contact us, and we can still partner together, because lockdown, the COVID-19 has taught us that you cannot do it alone, but you can do it as a team when you partner. And there is a slogan that I just embraced on, that if you work as a team, which means together, everyone achieves more. If we work together, we all achieve more. So partnership is the way to go. So people in diaspora come back home. There are a lot of opportunities back home.
So it's me that exactly
Okay, Mr. Ria, maybe let's give Mr. Tunde a chance to jump in here as well.
Yes, please.
And then, yeah.
Okay, welcome. You mentioned I want you to simplify something. In the simplification, I'm going to mention something. I want you to define what really is tourism. I'll tell you why. I have some friends, whether in high places or low places, over 50 of them have different hotels. All we thought is tourism is staying in a hotel. Number one. Number two, what value chain? What are the value chains you mentioned? Value chain of hotels. It's 3 in 1 question. Then you come first. So many people having so many hotels, and I get only thing they produce for the hotel lodging and addition finish. How do you bring all these things and compare it to tourism industry? And what are the framework components?
This man is not there.
Sorry, and if there is some 20 years ago, or 30 years ago, there was a concept of no jet ski. Jet ski is when you ride on the sea. Some people are bringing it in. And then people are renting it out at the beach, things like that. Some want a balloon by the beach. What really would make Africa a tourist destination? That's my question.
Alright, thank you. Well, you know, when I was thinking the last time, I thought about government policy, government, but you and I know that though government cannot do it all, so the private sector, we have to be the one to champion this, and that is what we are trying at our own best to make sure that we do. So you ask the question and say, what is tourism all about? Simply tourism is just the travel for pleasure of business. When you leave your place of abode to another place to reside to stay. Not up to a year. Then what we are just simply got is some tourism. And along the line, when this activity is happening, this movement from one place to another, there are a lot of things that happen along the line, like sightseeing. You drive along, you drive from one destination to another. The scenery that you see along the road, they are part of what we call tourism. And you mentioned about hotels, that some friends of yours are in the hotel business and all they do is lodging. Yes, what they do is lodging is because they don't understand the compacting nature of what that business is all about, what tourism is all about. If you go down to Europe and some other African countries that really understand what tourism is all about, right from the airport, when you get to the airport, the first contact you get is with a cab driver, a taxi driver. You see the cab driver, the taxi driver telling you about places to visit in that country. You will see the taxi driver giving you souvenirs of destinations where you can visit. And when this taxi driver takes you to your hotel, right at the reception here, you see flyers, you see brochures of various places where you can visit. This is one of the things we lack in Nigeria. This is one of this is one of the project we are about to champion. We want to start giving orientation to our cab drivers right from the airport. Let them start giving orientation to the visitors. Let them start telling the visitors about tourism potential and places to visit in Nigeria. So, coming back to that hotel, I think what those hoteliers lack is that they're supposed to look within their vicinity. Where and where can our visitors, our lodgers visit, go to, aside sleeping, taking breakfast, lunch and dinner, sleeping and waking up the following day. These are things that they're supposed to look into. Look into that environment, develop a tourist site, develop a thing. Do you know that just taking a tourist or visitors in your hotel or lodgers in your hotel out of the hotel premises, taking them to a local restaurant to eat local delicacies, to dine and wine with the local means a lot. Because what do we sell in tourism? What we sell in tourism is the experience. So when someone comes to your hotel to lodge, and the only experience that person has is just how beautiful that for me, I don't think it's enough.
The recording has stopped.
The lodgers, the tourists, the visitors.
Fix the system. I need to work. I need to. No. Off that, remove that, stop that system.
Of the people living in that environment.
Yeah, but I need to. I got to work from here. I should wait. I need to work. This thing is stopping. I need to work. I need to do a design. This is waiting for me. I need to do anything.
The experience with us, other people. So my advice to those hoteliers is that they should seek for consultation. They should see the professional that will tell them how to make more money other than the one they are just making.
Bring it, turn it here for me.
Making just treatment. To me, I see it as treatment. There are a lot of value here in the hotel system. It's not necessarily that the lodger has to stay in your hotel. It could be part of it. It could be a different package. They lodge in your hotel, then you have another arrangement with a restaurant outside your hotel, or another the cultural group build that environment. You can take your visitors to the cultural group and let them have cultural display. See how the people grew. See how the people eat. These are things that can bring money, put money into the pocket of the area. So I don't know if I'm
before I hand over to here, you mentioned something about the cultural aspect. How does entertainment industry, creative industry, entertainment industry, nearly every family has an entertainer in Africa.
This meeting is being recorded.
How do all these people benefit from tourism industry? How do you merge tourism industry and entertainment industry for the benefit of the content producer or providers and the country as a whole, or Africa as a whole?
I think what we need to do is to work together as one, to synergize together as one, wherever tourism activities have been taking place. We see us now inviting the people in the entertainment industry, like the comedians. Like, for example, about yesterday, the Federation for Tourism Association of Nigeria, etc., just had their annual general meeting. And during the meeting, you will see entertainment in this place. This is a kind of synergy between the two industries. And what we are trying to do is to see how we can work together. And like you mentioned, coming back to home in Nigeria, if you look into every family, you see entertainers. You see that you see a comedian or you see someone that is into music. So these are areas where investors can come, the diaspora can come and there are a lot of entertainers outside there that are just looking for one person or the other to lift them up financially, to take them to that studio so that they can produce that wonderful lyric that they have. So it's a great opportunity for investors to look into that direction. So the tourism industry and the entertainment industry, I see them as one. The entertainment industry, if you are entertaining people, then we see it, I see it as practicing tourism. Because some of these people that are seated there listening to you entertaining them are tourists. Some of them are visitors. Like I mentioned, right now, presently I'm in Toronto, Canada. On the 1st of July, I was invited to Canada Day. So there was an entertainment event that was organized by Nigeria, Canada, the diaspora in Canada. I was there. I saw comedians, Nigerian comedians from all over the neighboring countries, from Mexico, from America. They all flew in to entertain people. They came in to entertain people. People flying in from US, from Mexico, probably they came.
The recording has stopped. This meeting is being recorded.
For tourism. They came to Port Toronto, to Port Canada, and as well, they are having nice time being entertained by this comedian, by this musician. So, entertainment and tourism, I see them as one. So, what we need to do is to see how we can unify the two together and make them one entity so that the tourists, the people can have better experience putting this together.
Ambassador, I'm so happy. Thank you so much for your explanation. My next question to you is, okay, we are here in China, and I think you are right now in Canada.
The recording has stopped.
I always see that if I'm here in China, I'm a person who loves traveling around, and I do this because I'm making a documentary. But apart from that, one thing I've noticed of the Chinese is that every little beautiful or interesting site, they make it into a tourist spot. It can be even that they produce something like that, like special flowers or special birds or whatever. It can become a local tourist site. Or is this already highly developed in
This meeting is being recorded.
Say there is still a lot of room. And with other words, with this I want to say, people who are culture in the diaspora, bring back what you see in the country you are in. I want to hear more about
Yes, that's a fantastic idea. I do tell people, I said, most times, why is it that you see some people that, from Nigeria, that think that they are not doing well in Nigeria. They try all sorts of things, it's not working for them, and by the time they go out of the country, you see them when they try one or two of those things, they succeed. Reason being that maybe what they lacked back home was capital to embark on that potential, to embark on that idea they have in them. So coming back to people in diaspora, everything that you have seen back over there, wherever you are, in China, the US, and Europe, all what you need to do is to bring them back home. Let's come and replicate them. Some of these things will be new in Nigeria. We have the population over 200 million. For example, you visit some tourist sites in Nigeria, you will find out that
view now. It was
there,
4 before.
but no souvenirs.
One good thing about it is that.
And if you come by some of these souvenirs, they are of the high side.
Off the TV, off the TV.
Tourists will not be able
Off the TV is affecting people.
to afford buying
Tell
them.
people to off the outside lights.
Coming from
Off the TV.
Where you can have mass production of what
Tell them to off that outside light.
You can tap into this opportunity. You can be supplying tourism souvenirs to tour operators in Nigeria. We have thousands of tour operators, qualified one, recognized one, certified one, that you can trust, that you can do business together. So whatever you are seeing outside there, in China, in the US, in Europe, all you need to do is to come back to Nigeria and sell that idea. Let's sit down together, look into it, and see how we can arrange it and make it work and see it as an opportunity to better the economy, put money on our to put food on the table of our family, and to put pocket, money into our pocket. So it's a win-win thing.
Thank you, Ambassador. My next question as well is, what is the government of Nigeria doing to call back the diaspora to work in tourism? Because if there is at least some support, it doesn't necessarily have to be in the form of capital, but it can be maybe in the form of a piece of land where they can do this. You know, to start off with tax holidays, you name it, a package which will be very attractive for the diaspora to come back to do certain projects in tourism. Is there something like that? Is there a government bureau, ministry that is really taking care of this?
Yes. The government offices are in charge of that. We have like the NTDC, Nigeria Tourism Development Corporation. Then we have the SCA, the National Council for Arts and Culture. We have the NIOCOM, which is the Nigeria Institute of Hotel and Tourism and Hospitality. So these are parastatal government agencies that are having the responsibility of promoting
I want to be doing
the
another
tourism
thing.
sector, the hospitality sector.
Working here.
I told you during my first presentation that before now we see these people as someone that is not approachable. But during the COVID, I realized that these people, no government worker,
I'm doing a different thing here.
you like the work, you like the back in the office, your salary will still be paid at the end of the month. They don't care attitude. So some of them, they don't have job to do. So when they see people like me, when they see people like you, they speak up. I was surprised that when I started approaching the government agency, the government offices, they are ready to help. They are ready to assist. And there are a lot of policies that are not outside there for everybody to see. Until you get there, go to some of these ministries, some of these parastatals, you will be shocked. Ready-made project that is available just for someone to come and invest in. But instead of them going out there, calling for investors, calling for people in that area to come and participate, they just keep these documents. These documents are there, lying down. So like one of the speakers, the Director General of the Tourism Development Corporation, at the yesterday event, said there is need to better understanding the terms of approach between the tourism practitioner and the Ministry of Tourism and other relevant agencies. So all what we need to do is to sit down and look for better ways to approach the government and see what the government has to do. Yes, the policies are there, but we get somebody an aggressive investor, an aggressive practitioner to approach them. And when that is wrong, then you can happen. So you talk of land, yes, there is provision for that. The state, at the state level, the state governor have the capacity to provide land for an investor that is ready to embrace tourism, develop tourism sites. And likewise, the federal government at the federal level, the top of the federal capital territory, Abuja, is just for you to come with a proposal, make your application, then you do the right thing, then the allocation will be made. So it's an open ground, it's an open floor, both at the state level and at the federal level.
My last question, and I give the floor back to the other moderator. That's very interesting. Thank you so much for explaining that. My other question that I had was, we're now in COVID time, especially the diaspora Africans who are in China. It's not easy for us to come back home because going back home means you cannot come back. That is the state we are in now. And now my question is, how does this diaspora tap into the government? Because we cannot just fly out and go and meet them. Is there a desk online? Is this already developed where we can approach them, online or through the embassy? I don't know, because even the embassy will still always refer, you should go to Nigeria. My question to you.
Yeah, one thing about when you talk of the developed world, in developed world, some of those countries, whatever information you are looking for, just go online. For example, here in Canada, so it's funny that I mentioned, it's not as if I've relocated, no, I'm just in Canada on holiday, so I'll be going back very soon in a couple of weeks now, going back. But here, I discovered that there is no information that you need or you want to get about Canada that you will not get on the Canadian official website. Yes, some of these agencies, they have functional websites, but the challenge is periodic updates, frequent updates. Some of these websites are not being updated on a weekly or a daily basis. So most times you may need to approach them either by proxy or you come and approach them physically. So in this regard, that is why I mentioned partnership.
Okay.
If you cannot come back home, if you cannot come back home, then have a trusted app that you can give the assignment to help you look into those areas to help you go into those government offices and make requests on your behalf on whatever you want to do. But believe me, with the little interaction with them, I see that these people are ready. They don't have enough doing. They want someone to be on their toes. So once they see that we have fantastic ideas that we want to bring on the table, they see into it. And there are some of them that when we contact them through the website, the mail, yes, they respond. They get back to you. Like the Institute for Hospitality and Tourism, like the National Council for Art and Culture, like the Nigeria Tourism Development Corporation. So these are agencies that when you reach out to them, either through mail or through the contact page on their website, yes, they get back to you because they have Director General that knows what they are doing.
Wow, to be honest with you, I just saw a fantastic opportunity for any entrepreneur to be the bridge between the diaspora and the government in making sure that they do the lobbying back in Nigeria for people who are interested and be like the information desk that is only dedicated in updating websites or updating information, government policies.
Yes, coming.
A very nice market.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, to the next.
Don't take
I'm not into this in a bed so that I can plug my phone.
Emilia,
and then I just come.
Sorry.
Hello, Emilia.
Do you go to work?
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
I don't say drugs.
Yeah.
I don't me. I'm very strong. I'm tired.
See, that's me.
Don't take it.
I had to go and buy drugs.
Okay, drugs.
But like,
Wow.
They don't do them now.
yes, it even works since I just go market.
Okay, green.
Come back. I beg you first.
How about now?
When we think of tourism, unfortunately to say, like
Sorry,
I told
hope
you,
that you don't
I did
disturb you.
22 years of it.
I hope that you know for you. Sorry. That
Going
is where you
to
hit
Europe,
now. Okay, sorry.
Even though we know that Africa has a lot of natural resources, a lot of natural places like waterfalls where we can go and visit, things of that sort. So, if somebody wants to invest in tourism for Africa, for example, in Nigeria, give me 5 touristic areas they could go there and see that they would come back home, writing about. So I'm coming to Lagos, or I'm coming to Abuja, or even going outside in the outskirts. So why should I be investing in this tourism in Africa as a business investment? I want to know, could I even get clients to go there? Like we get clients to go to Paris to see the Eiffel Tower and things of that sort. So I just want to know 5 good things. And then, Mr. Ken, we have some questions in the chat. Maybe Mr. Ken, you can take those in a minute. So, Mr. Coyote, 5 things, that's all I need. 5 places, tourist attractions that will make me as an investor even come and try to invest in the tourism in Africa in the first place.
Wow, thank you very much. Okay, when you talk of places that you can visit, like I once mentioned that during the COVID-19, there are places that were recently discovered. There is a town in Osun State that is known as Unveiling. As it is now, you Google and just look out for that destination, Unveiling. Unveiling Hill is a place where you have suspended lakes. And since the COVID-19, people have been visiting this destination. They want to see the wonders of nature. They want to see how the wonders of creation of God. So people on a daily basis, don't be surprised that I speak to you now. Hundreds of people Nigerians and some people from neighboring countries are trooping to Iberi just to have a look of the environment, the serene environment, the hill itself. And when you are on that hill, you can see how beautiful
You see that I'm walking on.
that environment is,
Invited.
that locality is. You see nature in this place. So, like a place like that, investors can go there and build chalets, local chalets around this destination. Because what we have seen so far is that people go there and
Ayo,
they go there and
where is the screwdriver?
And they have to find their way
Oh, I see
back.
one here. Down.
They have to find their way out of the place because of limited number of accommodation. So investors can look into it. So Iberi is one. Then there are, when you talk of beaches, there are coastlines in Lagos. Lagos area, fair towards fair artists that are just there on tap. So if investors can come and approach the Lagos state government on this and see how to go about this. There are a lot of beaches coming up now, being developed by entrepreneurs, by business tycoons in Lagos. Before now, we used to know about the Barbies, only the Barbies. But now we have a lot of Barbies, we have a lot of new beaches in Lagos. So you can see into it as an investor. Then we have the Obudu Katuras. The Obudu Katuras is another place that you can take your visitors to, that you can also invest into. Then another destination that people invest in, that they look up to, is Calabar. There is a festival in Calabar known as the Calabar Carnival. That carnival, I tell you, the carnival comes up every December, between November and December. But let me show you that Calabar Carnival, by now, July, if care is not taken, it will be very difficult for you to get accommodation within that environment. Because most accommodation, most hotels will have been fully occupied. And if I thought anybody is ready to give you an accommodation, then you are going to spend fortune in getting accommodated. So these are areas where people can invest into. We have the Ikogusi. We have the Ikogusi where you have a place where warm water, the cold and the hot water, warm water, they meet. You touch the water, you see the difference. You see one part warm, you see one water, the one that side cold. But the challenge is that this site, this site needs government presence, needs the presence of investors that can come and transform that environment, that can come and build challenges around that environment, that can come and add value to that environment. And when you add value to that environment, definitely tourists will come. People like visiting nice places. They love visiting places that they know that they will have experience of lifestyle. So like I mentioned earlier, I said what we sell as tour operators, as tourism professionals, is the experience. You take people to a place, the experience that person will go home with. So we try as much as possible not to sell bad experience to our tourists. And that is the reason why we encourage all tour operators that whenever you are selling tour packages to your clients, make sure that everybody involved is being trained, right from the person that will pick your client from the airport. Because, for example, a tourist that is coming from the US, for example, to Nigeria, and will land at the airport, and the first bad experience we have is with the immigration. So, having bad experience with immigration, So how do you correct that impression that Nigeria is a good place? So we try to give orientation to our immigration officer. We started giving orientation to the cab driver so that whenever they are speaking with travelers, with tourists, they speak good of the nation. They talk about the destination. Then coming back to the hotel, how well have you trained your security guard? Imagine someone living in an hotel, a wonderful hotel, 5-star facilities are wonderful. You have the spa, you have the gym, you have wonderful cuisine, and at the end of the day, your visitors step out of the hotel, and the bad side of it is bad communication between him and the security guard. So that experience with the security guard can erase all the enjoyment that person has experienced in that hotel. And such person may be leaving that environment with the impression that, oh, I will never visit this place again, just because someone at the gate, not within the premises, not at the restaurant, not the waiter, not in the room attendant, but a gate man, giving bad experience to the tourist. So as tour operators, we try as much as possible to guide against such an impression. So in this regard, we have always embraced training. Train the trainer. We go for training all the time to make sure that we get it right and we leave a positive impression to whoever is visiting the country, Nigeria.
Wow. Mr. Coyote, you have convinced me that even our speakers, our guests listening right now, who want to invest in tourism in Africa, they know, at least in Nigeria, that we do have those touristic spots. And we have some audience members that have asked questions on the chat. Audience, please go on the chat or raise your hand if you have a burning question. Today we're speaking on how to invest in Africa, and we are focusing on tourism. Our guest speaker today is an expert in that, so he's helping us. Mr. Ken, are you ready to read or even have the person read the question themselves? Some of the questions we have on our chat. Go ahead.
Ambassador Coyote.
Yes, Rob.
Before I give the floor to Mr. Dirk, there's one question that I've been putting in. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit of a controversial kind of person. I would like to ask you. For me, at one point in time, I believe in Africa, tourism is for the rich. For example, I like to be practical. How can you, or what are the measures put in place by the government, let's say the government in Nigeria, for everybody to enjoy this privilege? Because you cannot, like you're in Canada for your holidays, you cannot tell somebody who is maybe for young breakfast or young for dinner and maybe suffer in deep water to tell him go for tourism in Canada. So what are the local advantages or local activities put in place by the government to encourage our tourism for the poor around Nigeria? For you as an ambassador of tourism, what are the kind of activities your company put in place so that these privileges can be enjoyed only by the poor in Nigeria?
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. John. Before now, for some of us that know much about Nigeria, Nigeria is an oil producing country, and since the discovery of oil in Nigeria, the government have been so much interested in oil, in oil business. So that is the only thing they like listening to. So that has always been a challenge for those of us in the tourism and hospitality businesses, to the extent that we hardly get support from government, especially when it comes to finance. You could imagine that during the lockdown, with all what the industry suffered during the lockdown, the tourism industry was not being attended to, was not being given anything. The only agency, the only government ministry that tried was the Ministry of Aviation, that gave some money to those in the aviation industry, the travel agency, and the airlines. And at the end of the day, the amount that was released to the travel agency, how much did each travel agency get at the end of the day? If I mention it, you will be surprised. So from government angle, government is not really doing much when it comes to releasing funds in promoting this. So what we do is to look into private partnership. We partner with the government, approach them, seek for their support, like what my company and my team has done, have a kind of document as a backup that will make me to approach you, that will make me to approach RIA, that will make me to approach Baywater, and say, come, that will make me to approach Mr. Onitoju and say, come, I have this document. This is what I told the government that I want to do. I have gotten approval to go ahead with this. How can you help me? Like, for example, there is a program that we are supposed to do. I and my team is a program that we call Unveiling tourism. Unveiling tourism. From the western part of Nigeria, Unveiling means domestic. So instead of us saying domestic tourism, so we try to find it to use our local dialect to name that program. So Unveiling means domestic, means local. So this program is called Unveiling tourism. What is it all about? Is to promote domestic tourism. It's to promote what are embedded in tourism in Nigeria at the local level, so that those people that cannot afford the five-star hotel can be able to do tourism and have the experience. What we have considered in doing is that various people. If you want sending meal in my local delicacy in Nigeria, Amala, you know, Nigeria, to Nigeria and experience this. If you come to Nigeria itself, if you see other tribes that don't love this delicacy, this Amala, then they Oríṣiríṣi is what we call it. And when you go outside Nigeria, you know how much it costs me to eat Amala, Gbegiri, and Ewedu here in Canada. Something that I do not value in Nigeria. But it came here to Canada, and anytime I meet Amala, Gbegiri, I pay just to have a meal. I pay nothing less than $28. And at times, I have to travel, I have to take Uber of $18 to bring $18 back to where I stay, just because I want to eat Amala, Gbegiri, and Ewedu. So what we have done is we have tried to reorientate the local seller, the restaurant, those people we call Mama Food. For those of us that are Nigeria, we used to call them Mama Food in those days. So we approach some of them, we made them to know that we will package them. So some of these stories, when we do our package, instead of us taking them to 5-star hotel where they will be having meals with $100, $200 for breakfast or lunch or dinner, we take them out of the low-cost accommodation. We take them to the local restaurant where they can enjoy local delicacies. If you go to the north, That's what they call tuwo, shinkafa, masa, pura denunu. You go to the east, you see nkobi, isiewu, you see edikaiko. So these are delicacies that you can get at the local level. You don't necessarily need to sit in a 4 or 5-star hotel to get it. So this is what we are trying to do. So as tourists, no matter what your budget is, what the advice tourists is that reach out to us. We will try as much as possible to get you a tailored package that will give you the lifetime experience that we want in Nigeria. The resources, the tour operators are there to help. They have the experience, they have the technical know-how.
Ambassador, thank you so much. It brings me initially to a question because you see here in China you have like places like almost a whole area full of restaurants of all over the country. I'm wondering, because I've been to Nigeria, by the way, twice. And what I was missing, maybe it's there, maybe I didn't, was not brought to the right places, but is there something like, let's say, a food or restaurant market, where you have all these local food vendors who are selling local food from all over Nigeria, for example, right? Or, and if it's not, it's possible that something like this can be set up in cooperation. That's where I was talking about land. If the government is willing to give land and support to these kind of people.
Wow. Yeah, this is a wonderful idea. This is a wonderful idea that you have brought up. Let me be
because it doesn't cost much. Let's be honest, it doesn't have to cost much. It's just a little, and even the banks can be brought in. I see a lot of, basically, after listening to you, what I hear is opportunity, 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 opportunity on so many levels.
Yes. Yes. See, what you have just mentioned, just a bank where one can invest into. Yes, there is no single place where you can find all this local delicacy, except maybe when you are traveling from one state to another in Nigeria. Like for example, if you are traveling from Abuja to Lagos, there is a place called Lokoja. So Lokoja is a place, a destination where all the buses leaving different states going to Lagos where they stop. So at this place, it's like a park. So at that park, you can see where to eat food from different parts of Nigeria. Not every part, but at least from the major part of Nigeria, from the Yoruba, the Hausa, and the Igbo food. You can get them, you can have access to them. But when it comes to the type you mentioned, I think it's an idea. It's what will be brought to government notice. And like Abuja, where I stay, what I have seen so far is just like a place, like a street, where you have food from all parts of Nigeria, but it's not as big like that you have in China. But it's doable. It's doable if you can have a very big place where people can go and have different delicacies from every part of Nigeria. Like for example, the Institute for NIATOP, National Institute for Tourism and Hospitality, is going that path. Since the new DG came into office, he has been promoting Nigeria food, he has been promoting Nigeria delicacies. likewise with his counterpart Olusegun Olusegun of the National Council for Art and Culture. These two giants, these two professionals, these two ambassadors have been making sure that anywhere they have tourism events in Nigeria, they showcase Nigerian food. They showcase what different states, different tribes have when it comes to food. So you coming on board now to venture into that as a business, I think it is welcome idea, and I know that at the federal level, especially in Nigeria, the federal government will be very much ready to work with you. The Institute for Tourism and Hospitality will be ready to work with you. The Nigeria Tourism Development Corporation will be ready to work with you because you have a wonderful idea. And if such can be replicated in all states of the Federation, imagine us having a place in each state where you can have access, where you can enjoy all the local delicacies. Like for example in Lagos, there is a place, if you know the Lagos, the Lagos Airport Hotel, anytime you find your way into Lagos Airport Hotel, there is a street slightly opposite the airport hotel. Go there anytime from 5 or 6 p.m. till daybreak. The whole street, you see different delicacies being sold on that street. Different delicacies from all parts of Nigeria. You see it being sold on that street. And there are some places in Lagos Island too. I remember in those days, about 15, 20 years ago, when I was working in Lagos Island, I know there are some places at night, streets, where you have, though you may not find food from other tribes, but you find food from the western part of Nigeria being displayed on that street. So your idea is welcome. All you need to do is let's see how we can package it and approach the government. And I'm very sure that government will receive it because to me it's a welcome idea.
Okay, thank you. Is Dr. Sisi, are you around? Hello, Dr. Sisi? Okay, Dr. Sisi is not around. Okay, Miss Nancy?
No, I am around. Sorry.
Hello?
Yeah,
Oh,
I am around.
Yeah, you have the floor. Welcome.
Thank you. I would love to continue with my presentation, but actually I'm not in Shanghai, so I have to deal with the situation and just ask some few questions because I noticed that you're talking about investment opportunity in tourism in Africa. So as I see here, like there are two audiences here. So I would like to ask questions about. Do we have investors among those audience for today? Do we have investors, or just trying to analyze the situation of if it is possible to invest in Africa in tourism among ourselves, or we have a people, an investor who can act? That is my first question. Can I answer this question?
Yes.
Okay. We are, of course, there are people who have signed up for this Zoom meeting because they are wondering, okay, what will I need? And what are the possibilities? They are the investors. We are wanting to bring it to anybody who wants to go back home and do something. It doesn't necessarily, when we hear investor, we always make this mistake of thinking, oh, you must have millions. You know, an investor can be even somebody who just starts with maybe a small space that can still make a lot of money, something like maybe 20 or even 40 square meter. But the idea that he brings in is such a good idea that he gets investors to invest in his idea. An idea on itself is an investment. So, are we all investors? Well, we are not here just to listen. We just here mostly to see what are the opportunities for us. So I hope with this I have answered your question.
Yeah, it's clear. It's clear. So, I'm going to line up your answer, and then since that opportunity to present my e-commerce platform, since all diaspora on this platform today are willing to find opportunity to invest. I think I started last week, but I couldn't have a chance, a time to finish it. So when I come to China, I found out that Chinese are very well organized in terms of business.
This meeting is being recorded.
It's very hard issue for them. For example, yesterday a group of investors, they just make financial transaction to Tanzania, like 10,000 million. They want to buy oil. And I'm pretty sure they keep asking me if, they're worried. And I don't want to tell them anything because I've already know that since they did not contact the Tanzania embassy for this transaction. Already I know it's 50% can be scam, but I don't want to tell them that. There are so many cases like that. So I came up with the idea, as an African, meeting.
What is he doing that you're What is he doing that is making you shout?
So, right now I'm trying.
As in, what is he doing that is making you shout?
On his platform. Maybe we can call it Alibaba or something similar to Alibaba. But we have to be careful of this to Alibaba because we cannot do something we cannot do something that someone just goes to the platform.
What kind of habit? Where are you learning that kind of habit from?
Okay, it's actually collecting a database. Hello, because there's many who want to ask a question. So can you please phrase, what is your question specifically?
Yeah, this is not a question, the second part is not a question, but since you talk about this opportunity, idea, so I'm trying to tell you that I'm working on a project. For example, e-commerce platform where factories can come and display their products.
That's a great opportunity. No, it's a fantastic opportunity, and I think you should definitely market it in. You're in China now, right? In China, other diaspora, they can be your exactly. Yeah, because they have family there. And it's a good idea. They bring in African factories. And then we make it just like Alibaba. Any Chinese who want to purchase for us.
Who is that?
We just go there. And then,
come inside.
And then we try to verify those factories just like Alibaba.
Yes, come in.
As I said from the beginning, you can copy anything that you see here.
Come in now, come. Can I help you?
Actually, I always keep saying to students especially,
yeah, can I help you?
Your playground. Yes, whatever you see here, look.
It's not your remaining balance. Don't be saying that. I want to give you.
And bring it back.
And I told you that you should not tell me that I should. Don't come and telling me that.
Okay,
it's like a right.
So, yes,
because I didn't discuss that with you. That was not my disagreement.
If they look around them.
Okay. So if anyone, because they're running out of time, anyone wants to know more about that platform, how can they are?
Dr. Sisi,
Say thank you.
very much. Please, we should focus on tourism for today. Dr. Sisi will schedule you for another time so that you can briefly and well detailedly explain to us. Today we are focusing on tourism, so I will give you anybody to ask questions on the same line. So let's not be get out of focus. Thank you once more, Dr. Sisi. I will schedule you so that you can explain to us because we can see you have a great program there. Thank you very much. Ms. Nancy, are you around, please?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay,
Hello,
we can see you.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for this platform and the opportunity to learn from other people. I have a question concerning tourism because tourism is something I love personally and is an area that I hope to invest in the future. Now, I lived in Jos for a while, so, and then because of my love for nature, I do hiking a lot. I've seen a lot of potential natural tourism sites in Jos. Tourism sites that if developed will boost the economy of not just the state but the federation. So here's my challenge, and that's the question I want to ask. How do you begin to invest in tourism in big that with a small income? Because from the people I've seen, from the people I've seen that go into tourism, they have to have a good chunk of money. And then your experiences I wish I'd experienced that because I tried to do a couple of things and then the government didn't favor what I was doing. So I want to ask you, how do investors get into this tourism space with very little investment? What are the plans? Do you have any tips for people that do not have money to start up a big team?
All right. Thank you for that question. Yes, you just mentioned Jos. Jos is a destination that is trending now, and almost on a weekly basis now, I have colleagues that will go to Jos.
Sorry to interrupt. Please explain what Jos is. You are saying Jos and Nancy as if Jos is something that anybody knows. What is Jos?
Okay, so Jos is the capital of Plateau State. Plateau State is believed to be a volcanic plateau, and that happened hundreds of years ago, right? But the weather is different from the other parts of the country. It's cold. If we have what do they call it now? We have tropical plants from other countries brought into Nigeria. That's the place where they farm them. So it's rich in terms of vegetation. You have a lot of vegetables, a lot of things that would usually not grow in other parts of the country grow in Jos. So because of that volcanic history, there's a lot of tourist sites that are natural. We have waterfalls, we have basalt rock. I think those are like only things in the world or so. So you just have many stuff that makes it unique even within Nigeria.
Okay, continue.
Alright, so that's a brief of Jos. So when you visit Jos, you see the landscape, you see the weather. The weather in Jos is so fantastic. Sometimes in Jos, you see the weather is somehow sometimes warm, then sometimes you see Jos and feel like in Europe. And because with the bad experience of the insecurity, you see most of the foreigners shifting to Jos just because of the weather conditions in Jos. So Jos is a great visit in Plateau State as Nancy rightly mentioned. So back to tourism in Jos. Hiking is now trending in Jos. On a weekly basis, you see people going to Jos on hiking. So this is an area where one can invest in. I have colleagues that are doing hiking, and in Nigeria, I think they have association now, Association of Hikers, and one of the members of that association happens to be the regional coordinator of the Nigeria Tourism Development Corporation, the NTDC. So on a weekly basis, this woman moves out with stories, with operators, to hike in Jos. And along the line, they discover several tourist attractions. And coming to your question on support or on how to place even into the government, I mentioned before now that the government group pushes it. So since we already have the mentality that, oh, government, we don't have this thing here, so most times people don't bother to take a step. But I want to change our mindset that with COVID-19, the impact of COVID-19 has made the government now to be approachable. So the government is ready to listen to you now, especially when it comes to those agencies I mentioned, the agencies that are serving with the responsibility of promoting tourism, culture, hospitality in Nigeria. Their director generals are under ready to listen to you. All you need to do is just to have your plan and your proposal. Schedule a meeting with them. Make your presentation, and they will be able to tell you how to go about it. So you don't need to have look for fortune before you start doing it. Some of the people that go into hiking business in Jos, they mention, they don't have fortune after that. So you can start gradually, and before you know it, the government backing, like what I mentioned the other time, that I approached the government. I requested for the partnership with them, which was granted. So with this document, I can go out now and start seeking partnership with people like you on this platform who already have one product or the other. So my agreement with the government, we can both collaborate together and see how we can put this together and just move on and be able to promote tourism, invest in tourism. So Nancy, you can still reach out after this program so that further discussion can come.
May I please add something to that?
Yeah, go on.
Okay. I believe I said earlier that when I was teaching in America for 22 years, I did a lot of tourism. I organized groups to go to Europe. That was one way of an investment. Of course, I never told the school that I was doing that as an investment because it would have been conflict of interest. As a teacher, I didn't have any money, but how did I go from a teacher who didn't really have the money to invest in tourism to doing some of the most wonderful things? I remember one time I even made like 12,000 American dollars on just one trip. And so how do you go from zero money to investing in this? It's possible. You begin by organizing trips, and that will generate money for you that you can use to invest. So you can get a group. Let's say you are here in China, for example, right now. You can get a group of Chinese friends. Hey guys, let's go to my home country, to Nigeria, and visit. Let's go for Christmas. You get a group of 20 Chinese people that will go with you, and then you can make some profit out of that and use that as your capital. That's my suggestion anyway.
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
Thank you very much, my waters. Okay, Mr. Tunde, go on, please. Let's be very brief. We have a lot of hands up here. Let's be brief, please.
Yeah, I understand you. One is to support Media and Nancy regarding getting investment for tourism. Since Ambassador Cardi has said that he's into it, don't worry. We will liaise with him to get business plan for you. It could be as a grant, it could be as investment from investors. Number two. Number three, to Ambassador himself, why is it, okay, I've been to Malaysia, I've been to Singapore, I've been to Dubai. Those three countries alone, the type of tourism they have and the revenue generation they have in a year is much more than what the whole of Africa could harness together. What's the problem? Why? Why is African countries? You mentioned so many things about Nigeria. There are so many fantastic places in Kenya, in Ethiopia, in South Africa, in Mozambique, in everywhere. And still, we can't harness, we can't benefit from this. What is it you think is the main problem with Africa?
I think the main problem is that Africans are not traveling within Africa. Sometimes 2020, one of my senior colleagues started a project that Africans should travel within Africa during that lockdown. That immediately after the lockdown, that Africans should stop going to Europe, stop going to Paris, stop going to London to see the London Eye or the London Bridge. We have a lot of places in Africa, like you have mentioned, that we can visit. So instead of me flying all the way from Nigeria to Paris to London, why can't I fly to South Africa, Johannesburg? Why can't I